until you change that natural assumption and that root core belief, that won't be reflected back to you. So once you start to change that, that is what was reflected back to you, and that's what the self-concept piece is. Once you can change the core root of how you believe about yourself and who you are in your identity, then that must be reflected back to you in your reality.
I'll be your light.
Welcome back to the Janae community. If you're new here, I'm Tia.
And I'm Leah.
We are the Mindset and Manifestation Coaches, sisters behind the brand and the co-founders of Janae.
Here on this channel, we talk everything about mindset, manifestation and more. We help you to rise and reach your truest potential. And in this video, we're going to talk about self-concept and why it's so important when manifesting. So self-concept, what is self-concept? And you've seen us talk about this in many different videos before, and I think it's really the key to when it comes to manifestation and really aligning to the things that you want in life. Your self-concept essentially is what you believe and think about yourself. So it's your self-identity and your self-image, and then also in relation to the different areas of your life. So let's look at two different analogies here. So you might have a really good self-concept when it comes to money, and you might have a really poor self-concept when it comes to relationship. So if you can look at those two different things and think, why do I think I can have money but I think I can't have a healthy relationship? That would show you that you've got some limiting beliefs when it comes to relationship, and not so many limiting beliefs when it comes to money. Like, you believe and trust and feel worthy of having money, basically, that money's all around you, but you don't believe that you can have a loving relationship. So where does that stem from? It stems from your childhood experience and what you experienced up until this point. So say in your child experience, you might have experienced abandonment, you might not have had a parent figure around, you might have seen a lot of arguments growing up. There's many different ways it can show up in relationships. So I know for myself, I struggled with abandonment, and I really had to shift my self-concept when it comes to my wounds around abandonment, and actually healing that and aligning to a self-concept of someone that is loved, wanted, chosen, valued, is easily committed to, can have the relationship she wants, love is everlasting for her, love stays with her, all those kind of things like that, and feeling worthy and deserving of it. So that's like the core foundation of a self-concept there. And then in relation to the relationship, you could say I'm in the best relationship of my life. I'm always treated so lovingly and respectfully by my partner. I'm always loved, wanted and chosen by my partner. But the key is your core, how you feel about you, how you feel chosen, how you feel wanted, how you feel loved, how you feel lovable. That is the key self-concept when it comes to love. And then also in relation to the relationship itself and what you believe about the relationship and how your partner shows up for you. And that's what really the key difference is there when you're talking about love and money, and why you feel you can have money and why you don't feel you can have love. And we spoke about it in a video of Change Your Story, Change Your Life, and we gave you a modality and a tool there that you could use to identify those limiting beliefs. If you want to go and watch that video, it gives you a bit more detail how you can just brain dump it all out and like pick out your beliefs, rewire those into affirmations, which affirmations are just new thoughts, and then continue to play that story going forward, and knowing that you're going to align to this version of you that now feels good enough and worthy to have what it wasn't pertaining to that certain area.
So then that leads us on to, how is this powerful in relation to manifestation? We always talk about self-concept, and just to be clear, everything Leah spoke about is in relation to manifestation, but to really get clear on that point of when you are creating your life, we're always manifesting, we're always creating, like we say, so within, so without. So what is that? What I think, feel and believe about myself in relation to the different areas of my life, everything that Leah just touched upon. So if I use money as an example for my self-concept, if I don't believe that I'm worthy and deserving of having money, if I believe that money is hard to come by, and that is embedded in who I am as a person, who I think I am, I will create situations, experiences, people, places, all in alignment with my self-concept, what I believe at a core foundational level, and how I think around money in relation to myself. So, like we see in the lottery winners, they will manifest money, but they can't sustain it because that's not embedded in their self-concept. They don't believe they're worthy of money. They don't believe money is easy to come by. Because they have manifested money, as this one example, yes, they've manifested, but your self-concept and adopting that into manifestation, why it's so powerful is it enables you to sustain the things you want. You become in alignment with the things that you want so easily that it's like the golden brick yellow path of, I get this thing, I get to keep it because it's in alignment with who I am, what I want, and how I feel and think I believe about myself. And that is a subtle shift between self-concept but also recognizing your self-concept in relation to the manifestations. So often in this manifestation space, and as a coach we see it so much of, I just want this thing, but I don't think about who I am, who I need to become, how I need to think, feel and believe about myself in order to have this thing. I just want the money, but once I get the money, am I worthy and deserving of the money? Do I get to keep money? Do I have multiple streams of income because I'm worthy and deserving of having the money? Does money come to me easy and effortlessly? These are all things we don't think about, and that's why I always say, yes, the manifestations are great. We come onto this experience to manifest what's put on our heart. But it's also who I become on the way to those manifestations. And I think if you can have the distinction to know, who am I, what do I want, who do I want to become, and start affirming, like Leah said, affirmations, which are just new thought pathways of, this is who I am and this is who I get to be in relation to those other areas, your life will shift so rapidly. And I think why it is such a key shift is because in our everyday life we don't define who it is we are and who we get to be. We just accept our programs. So once you can have that powerful awareness as a conscious creator to, this is what I want, but this is who I get to be and who I decide I get to be in the process, is bringing the bridge together of you having a manifestation and sustaining it.
Yeah, and that is the key about sustaining it, because we do become who we think we are.
Yeah.
So if you think that you're a confident person, or if you think you're not confident, you're going to be a not confident person or a confident person. And Tia just put that so beautifully. It is about sustaining it and really aligning to the core version of yourself that is this version of you who you want to be already. Because we think sometimes, okay, I want a self-concept in pertaining to money, but I need X, Y and Z before I can have that self-concept and have that money. But no, like we said, you just reprogram the old story with new affirmations, which are new thought, and play that story on loop as many times as you need to, and then catch yourself and really have the awareness of where your thoughts go throughout the day. Because when sometimes we're sitting there and doing those autopilot tasks, a thought will creep in and we get that feeling, which is a great indication to let us know that what we're thinking isn't correct.
Yeah.
And we can stop ourselves in that moment and say, oh no, what's my truth? I've just been noticing I've been thinking a lack thought there. This is my truth now. And then you get on with your day and you continue to live your life. And that's really what being a conscious creator is really all about. It's not always needing to drill into 1,000 affirmations a day. It's knowing when to catch yourself when you need to do it. Do you know what I mean? That's the difference there. Like, I like saying affirmation throughout my day, but that's because that's where my mind goes. Like, so if I'm thinking something that's limiting to me, I'll catch myself and be like, no, what's my truth? No, I am abundant, I am loved, I am wanted, I am chosen, I am beautiful. Like, I do get what I want. I am the master manifestor of my life. I do create my reality. Abundance is my birthright. I'm so good enough to have everything I want. And then I'll continue with my day. And that's what it is to be this conscious creator. You're now taking responsibility and able to move forward.
Yeah.
To create everything you want.
And that is why self-concept is so powerful, because I think as well it just shifts you, and this has been true for me, in who I am but who I actually essentially get to be. And this is what we do in helping you rise and reach your truest potential, because we have who we are and there's nothing wrong with that, but in order to get the things we want, sometimes it's about breaking through them limiting programs, breaking through the self-concept that we have always been, in order to become the version of ourselves that we want to be, in order to become the version of ourselves that allows the things we want in. Because essentially the things we want are out there, it's just us blocking it off by how we think, feel and believe. So if you can get in alignment with the version of yourself that has the things you want, inevitably the things you want will come.
Yeah, because we know that our 3D reality is really a mirror to our subconscious programming, really a mirror to who we believe we are, and that's projected into our 3D outside.
Exactly.
And then people and situations reflect back to us what we think and believe. So you'll always know when you've got something limiting that's coming into your life, or you've created a circumstance, or, you know, you've got, say, you think that people are always mean to you. You've got a self-concept there that people are always mean to you. So until you change that assumption and that belief that says, no, people treat me lovingly and respectfully, I'm always, you know, cherished and adored. Like, until you change that natural assumption and that root core belief, that won't be reflected back to you. So once you start to change that, that is what was reflected back to you, and that's what the self-concept piece is. Once you can change the core root of how you believe about yourself and who you are in your identity, then that must be reflected back to you in your reality.
Yeah. Essentially, we're just changing the lens in how we look and feel and believe about life.
Yeah, exactly.
So Yeah,
So
I
if you
love
like
it.
this video, please be sure to give us a thumbs up and comment. Let us know your key takeaways. There's links down below to work with me and Tia. We both provide one-on-one coaching if you want to explore your subconscious program and your limit and release further. Be sure to drop us an email or book in with us there. We hope you like this video and we'll see you in the next one.
I'll be your light.